finally we can say Superman is back.
Yes, indeed.
Oh
Superman
my
is back.
gosh, fans were erupting and they were going crazy. What do you envision? What is your ideal future for this character? Is it Man of Steel 2? Is it a TV series? What is it, Henry?
Right now, I can't really talk about anything. What I do want is hope, optimism, and joy. Those three things are essential for the character.
Mr. Burgundy, you have a massive erection.
Really? Yes, I do. I'm sorry, it's the pleats.
What is going on, my beautiful DC brothers and sisters? It's your boy, the Truth 31. Hit like, subscribe for all that DC goodness on that face, neck, and chest. And hearing Henry Cavill speak upon Superman about what he wants to do with the character going forward, bringing in the more hopeful, the joyful, the optimistic, the badass version of Superman that we've wanted to see for the past 7 years gets me more excited, bro. And the haters have taken more shots to the face than a regular housewife on the set of the Matumbo's Wakanda land. So without further ado, we're going to break this bitch down. We're going to see what we got. And I'm going to break down what Henry Cavill means by bringing in a different version for Superman.
Absolutely. I would love to draw from all of my favorite comic books and make an original story there which is based in the essences of those characters and have that joyful, hopeful, powerful figure who Superman is, and not just like the chocolate box sort of, saving kittens and stuff. A little bit of that, absolutely, but also the badass version of Superman. Superman who you see his raw power, not necessarily unleashed in a negative way, but you see it in the protection of other people. And that's the kind of stuff I would love to do it. Yes, I could wax that.
We need to put this to rest. Henry Cavill is not playing the 2017 Justice League version. He's not playing that because let me tell you something right now. We all hate what happened back in 2017. And so does Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers will do everything in their power going forward for the next 10, 20, 30 years to make sure that debacle will never, ever occur ever again. Henry Cavill going forward is just playing Superman. He's playing the Superman that we all know and love from the comics, the animated series, the animated movies, and the films going forward and on and on and on from the past, present, and future. That's the Superman that Henry Cavill wants to represent. And just because Henry Cavill wants to exemplify and showcase the hopeful, optimistic version doesn't mean that it's going to be corny, it's going to be cheesy, it's going to be like the 1978 version. No, that's who the character is. At the core of who Superman is very complex. Superman is very multifaceted, and the idea of this God among men wanting to do good but also gets pretty much, in Zack Snyder's iteration, gets hated by 50% of the general population. That's what made Zack Snyder's characterization and the character study of his Superman very, very interesting, and that's been examined and explored in comics for the past 80 years. So Zack Snyder didn't really do anything different. So I don't know why the haters were like, "Oh, this is a Superman." Well, if you're a Superman fan, then Zack Snyder just showcased what the comics have been doing for the past 80 years, but that's a whole nother story. But Henry Cavill wants to showcase that version. We did the Superman that was, lost and confused and really didn't know his place in the world. But now, after the events of Man of Steel, after the events of Batman v Superman and Zack Snyder's Justice League, now Henry Cavill wants to showcase the optimistic, the hopeful, the warm Superman, because he's been through all the trials and tribulations. Now we can get to the Superman that we all know and love going forward, and that's what Henry Cavill wants to showcase. The confident, strong Superman, the badass version of Superman who occasionally will save cats from trees. And if you have a problem with that, then shut the fuck up because I think it's cute. And again, it's just a nice tip of the hat to the comics and to the Christopher Reeve. But like Henry Cavill said himself, he wants to showcase all of Superman's morality and all of his, personality throughout these films. Because Superman is not just, caring and nurturing and, hopeful. That's who the character is at the core. But he gets angry and he can be badass. And that's why I love Superman. So don't worry. It's not going to be the corny Superman. It's not going to be Justice League Superman, and stop hating on Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill understands his character, and he would do right by Superman. As always, hit like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Discord to join the Truth Army. Share the video, like the video, be so kind. And as always, put your comments down below and give me your thoughts. Man of Steel 2, it's coming. I'm excited. Oh, can't wait. Love you, Henry. Stay safe. Truth out.
It's also Friday, so it's the weekend, so cheer up.